every month, this Airbnb pays me in semi-passive income. Now, here's the thing. I don't own it and I don't pay any rent. It doesn't even matter where you live, even if you're in a boring little...
Let me let her finish.
Because you already made the first mistake. You don't want to make this. I mean, they say once.
All right. So since you mentioned it, so here's the thing. So sorry. Where do I go with this, brother? Where do I go with Chidima says, we are a king in my family, but uncle, you are broke and you are the first son. How, swear? Okay, Chidima, I'll play for you. It's true. How, swear? But anyway, here's the thing. Okay, with this brother, the first thing that stands out for me is probably because there are many people like that out there like that. You know, they present a certain way, but there's a woman out there for him, right? But he will need to be amongst the people, the dimension, the level where he's operating. You know, like he can't speak English. He has to. I know it's unfair. A man who can speak English need love too. You're right. Okay. Well, he has to overcompensate for that. You have about 10 ladies. So actually, ideally, if we're using just simple math, the numbers should be in his favor. But all of them have popped the balloon. You have 10 out of 10 already popped the balloon. The last one popped the balloon at the very moment when you need them the most. What does that tell you? The last person who popped, I don't think anybody else holding on to the balloon anymore. The last person popped the balloon because he came in and said he needs a woman who can support in prayer. You know, in churches, they preach that it's women who are the intercessor and all this kind of stuff, you know. But a lot of men actually go into the dating marketplace with this entitlement thinking, and they lead with that. And it's just a bad idea. I don't think this, obviously, because they all popped the balloon, right? I don't think they are in his caliber, which doesn't mean it's higher or lower. It's not in the right setting. They're not interested in him. It's not a bad looking man, right? I don't know. It's not, you know, but he's not speaking English. It's not like if you can't speak English properly, you can't communicate. Even Nos Mirage, the host is like, what does that mean? Right? What does that mean? You can't even read a freaking room, right? It goes to tell you that he's probably in the wrong league, right? So that's one. Entitlement. I feel a sense of entitlement there because he's now talking about his ex. Second thing, you're talking about your ex. You can't go into a dating marketplace and be talking about your ex. If you need badly to talk about your ex, go back to your ex. Okay, and only in due time they will remind you anyway, especially if you're a man. If you keep talking about your ex, it doesn't matter if you're talking about your ex in good or bad light. Of course, it's worse if you're talking about them in a bad light. But if you're talking about your ex at all, you need to go back to your ex, and you're going to be reminded at some point. All right. So entitlement, not talking about your ex, because essentially you are probably looking for someone to compare to your ex, somebody who is going to beat a standard that they don't even understand. They don't know what they're dealing with, right? So you're going to probably end up getting dumped, getting ghosted, because again, you're talking about your ex. And again, the balloon was popped at that very moment when he needed them the most. Okay, so in this case, I want to bring fairness to this conversation. You know, oftentimes we say that's not fair. That's not fair. You do that. We do that during dating. We do it during marriage. If this is your lingo, you need to check it because it's coming from a very deep place and it's very destructive. If all you're doing is trying to play that fairness game in romance, it's not going to work. Okay, it's already, if you're attracting what you're attracting, it's already fair. Okay, it's already fair. I'm getting ready to say, and I know that's not fair. You see what I'm saying? It's an obsession. It's addiction. It's an addictive thing for all of us. We tend to say that's not fair. That's not fair. Where actually you should be learning the game. Okay? What you should be doing is learning the game. But anyway, let's leave this brother alone. He's a comedian. Okay? So there's only so much you can take him seriously. Again, if you want to watch the full thing, maybe go watch we're here to catch a little bit of cruise, but some lessons. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications. Let's move on to the next person. I'll be right back.
Hey Prestige fam, show some love to the video. Hit, like, subscribe, and share. Are you in Europe, America, and struggling in your relationship? From argument to abuse and trust issues, we're here to help.
Lola and I founded Prestige Marriage Academy to transform your story. With 20 years of friendship, 17 years of marriage, experience with navigating the ups and downs of marriage, and personalized coaching, includes 24/7 support. Ignorance is expensive. WhatsApp us at +1 732 305 8577 to book a free discovery session today and take charge now.
Don't wing it.
Join us in creating the love life you deserve.